Hey everybody, the Master 87 here, and I'm here to tell you that the stop motion I've been working so much on is getting scrapped. And it's purely because I just feel I would like to start over instead of going with something that I don't fully like. I will actually be going over the stop motion that I had created and explaining the storyline which I thought of to kind of show you what I had and why I feel like I want to start over. So yeah, here we go. So we start off the stop motion with a not the best intro, I would say. It's just kind of just title and then it goes straight into the movie. And for some reason, I don't really like that. And then we start off the movie with Bruce Wayne explaining to his colleagues about a plan for the business that would really help them out. He proceeds to walk home instead of taking a car or a limo. On his walk home, he encounters what seems to be Clown from the Spawn franchise. A man dressed up as Joker and Android 18 see him and threaten to rob him. The guy dressed up as Joker gets scared, says no, and proceeds to walk away. Bruce Wayne then exclaims that they were lucky that he didn't fight them. He enters the Batcave and calls out to Alfred, but he's nowhere to be found. Bruce decides to suit up and head out, to which you hear Alfred's voice call out to Bruce, asking him why he hasn't stopped being Batman yet. Bruce then says that he would stop one day, but today is not that day. Cut back to Android 18 and the man dressed as Joker waiting on the sidewalk to only be encountered by what seems to be the Raven Spawn. But then it turns out that this was only a hallucination and they are confronted by two cops, to which they run away from them. After running away, they figure out that they have been teleported into the future.
That sign says 2065.
We go back to the present timeline where future Trunks is there on a computer, and then Gohan walks in asking if they would like to train. Trunks then says that it's storming outside and they can't. The power suddenly shuts off. Gohan says that he's scared, but just then the lights turn back on. Trunks is left confused while he turns to see Ravenspawn is behind Gohan. Ravenspawn attacks Gohan, knocking him back, and Trunks goes to attack. Just then, he is stopped by Captain America, who says to stand down. Ravenspawn then says that he is coming, the Master. Trunks asks who, sending a blast at his feet, missing as he teleports away. Then we cut to the villain's base led by Super Yi Shinron, who asks how the city is doing crime-wise. He says good, and then he gives the command of a secret attack to be launched. Suddenly an alarm goes off, and they're left confused, wanting to figure out what it is. Shinron gives the command to evacuate, and Clown asks what he can do. He says go on while he stays here. Clown then leaves, and Shinron turns around to be met by a mysterious figure. Cut back to the future, where the man dressed as Joker and Android 18 are confused about how they got to the future. The man dressed as Joker is scared and actually bumps into what seems to be the Batman.
Hey, that's Batman.
Then we are met with the part of the story where Spawn is introduced. In this part, he is visiting Wanda's grave as it rains down heavily. I really liked this part, but I didn't know how to expand on it, so I had him return to base. Once he returns to base, he's met by future Trunks and Captain America talking about what they saw about Raven Spawn. Captain America asks Spawn if he is okay, and he says he just needs a moment. They review the footage once more.
Okay, it should be on. Just give it a moment. Okay, there we
They
go.
finally look back on the footage of Raven Spawn.
That is.
Spawn then rests at his area of the base, only to be called back by Trunks. He gives a sigh and returns back up. Then, Trunks decides to ask him what he knows about the Raven Spawn. Trunks then shows Spawn the footage of the Raven Spawn.
Yeah, that is the Raven Spawn.
Then Spawn remembers and gives them the lore on the Raven Spawn and who he is.
Give me commands, and at his side would be the Raven Spawn.
Spawn says that the Raven Spawn is actually Malbosia's pretty much side puppet and his right-hand man carrying out whatever deaths he wanted to be done.
Indeed.
Spawn then says whyever Raven Spawn is here can't be good and they need to stop it. Cut to a man resembling Superman carrying out some cargo with the Arkham Knight. They do not know what is inside this cargo, but they know that it is valuable and it needs to be moved back to their base. Just then, Batman sees them and decides he needs to stop them. Arkham Knight somehow figures this out and sends the ninja spawn after him to go take Batman down.
Any idea what is in there, sir? No idea. Whatever it is seems to be pretty big.
The ninja spawn then tries to hit him with a stealth attack, but Batman indeed counters it and hits him with an even harder attack. Batman then turns and glides down to them, ready to attack. The man then runs away only to be tangled up by Batman. Then Batman lunges at the Arkham Knight, ready to attack him. The Arkham Knight tells him he knows who Bruce Wayne is, knowing that he's older and telling him that the crime is only going to get harder to stop.
You had to come back.
Bruce then has enough and decides to punch the crap out of him. Mid-punch, we cut to the timeline taking place in the past, where Gunslinger Spawn is shown beating the crap out of what seems to be Nightmare Spawn. It is then revealed that this is the town of Bloodhaven. He then picks up his guns and holsters them.
These are mine. Now to find
Then he exclaims how he needs to find his jacket. He suddenly finds it and puts it on. Then he hears someone coming up behind him and decides to aim at them.
Who do you think you are sneaking up on me?
It is then revealed that the person following him was actually the medieval Spawn,
Need your help.
and he is asking Gunslinger for help. Cut back to the present timeline where Spawn, Future Trunks, and Captain America have a plan to lure and take out the Raven Spawn.
You take the south side.
They say that they will go to different parts of the city and pretty much scout for any suspicious activity. Trunks says that he wants to stay there. Spawn says that he will go out and find him,
See you over
and Captain America will do the same.
Indeed. I'm gonna roll out now.
Then it cuts to 1 hour into the mission where Captain America is walking down the street. Then he almost gets hit by a thrown projectile that takes the shape of a crescent moon. It is then revealed that the one who thrown it was actually the Moon Knight. Captain America asks why Moon Knight attacked him.
And also, why did you attack him?
Moon Knight then says that they're going to have to talk. Cut back to the past timeline, where Gunslinger and Medieval Spawn are walking. After talking for a little bit on what Gunslinger exactly needs to help with, Gunslinger then decides to light a cigarette.
So you reckon...
Medieval Spawn then says that he sees something behind him and asks what exactly it is. Then we cut to a mysterious being out along the horizon pointing at them in a very creepy way. This being then launches itself up at them. Gunslinger then tells Medieval to get ready for battle as he drops his cigarette. The being then launches himself at Gunslinger, and Gunslinger turns around to see Medieval is no longer there. He turns back and instantly quick-fires this guy down into the ground. So that's actually pretty much all I had with the stop motion. I was lazy at sometimes, not getting as much done as I could have. And after a while of not really doing much stop motion, I just kept thinking of new ideas that I could put into the stop motion, but I didn't know how to fit them in. So I just decided to pretty much start over and really think about everything I could put in, and then think about what time I could put it in and which timeline. And with that, I still plan to actually take some of these ideas from this original project and remaster them and kind of put them into the new one that I have. But I'm also going to be putting in some new ideas and new story parts, leaving the other ones behind. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.